Rediscovering Me, a journey of self-love and healing. At 27, I have been married to Jack for 2 years. When we first met, everything was full of joy and love. We were two souls completely in sync, and life felt perfect. But over time, things have changed. Jack isn't the same anymore, and neither am I. His words have become harsh, and the love we once shared seems to have faded away. He tells me that I'm not enough, that I'm selfish, and that I don't care about him. He's angry all the time, and no matter what I do, it feels like I can never make things right. Every day, he finds something wrong with me, and it wears me down. I cry often, feeling like I'm failing as a wife. I try my best to show my love, but nothing ever seems to change. I work hard to be what he wants me to be. I cook, I clean, I support him, yet he always says it's not enough. He tells me I should do more for him and his family. No matter what I do, he's never satisfied, and it hurts. I want him to be happy, but his anger pushes me further away. It feels like I'm losing myself in the process. There are days when I'm afraid. Afraid to buy something for myself, because he might think I'm being selfish. Afraid to take a break, because he might say I'm lazy. I feel like I'm constantly walking on eggshells. I ask myself, what did I do wrong, and I never get an answer. I want to be loved for who I am, but it feels like he no longer sees me. I've started to feel small. My confidence has vanished, replaced by feelings of inadequacy. I'm giving everything I have, but he still finds faults. One day, after yet another argument, I looked at him and said, I try so hard to be a good wife, but it never makes you happy. He simply replied, You're not trying hard enough. That hurt more than I can explain. I realized he wasn't seeing me, he wasn't seeing how hard I was trying. It felt like no matter what I did, it was never enough. I started to think that maybe I should leave him. We don't have any children, and I'm still young. But leaving is a big decision. I'm scared of losing him, but I'm also scared of living like this forever. I find myself questioning everything. Am I the problem? Maybe I'm selfish. Maybe I'm not doing enough. But deep down, I know I'm doing my best. I just wish he could see that. One night, after another argument, I retreated to our room. I sat on the bed, tears flowing, asking myself, why do I always have to change? Why can't he see how hard I'm trying? I wanted to talk to him, but I was scared of what he might say or do. When he finally came in, he looked at me and said, You're still crying. This is what I mean. You always make everything about you. That was the breaking point. I tried to explain, but my voice was shaking. I'm not making everything about me. I just want to be happy. I just want to be good enough for you. He didn't say anything. He just walked away. And there I sat, feeling more alone than ever before. I thought about the good times we had, but also the bad times. In that moment, I realized something. I cannot keep living like this. I cannot keep changing for someone who refuses to see me. I need to love myself first. I need to find my own happiness. So, I decided to take a step back. I started doing things for me. I took walks, spent time with friends, and tried new things. I began to find happiness again, not for him, but for me. It was hard at first. Jack didn't like it. He said, "You're changing. You're not the woman I married." But I knew I had to change. I had to find my peace. One day, I told him, "I cannot keep trying to make you happy if you're never happy with me. I need to focus on myself. I need to be happy with who I am." For the first time in a long while, I felt strong. I didn't know what would happen next, but I knew I was finally learning to care for myself. Jack didn't say anything in response, but I knew this was a turning point for me. The days after that were difficult. Jack was upset, but I knew that I couldn't keep sacrificing my own well-being. I had to take care of myself. Slowly, I began to feel better. I realized that I didn't have to be perfect, and I didn't have to meet every expectation he had. I just had to be myself. I still love Jack, but I am learning to love myself first. Maybe that's the key. When I learn to love myself, I can be a better person, a better wife. But I cannot keep living in fear of not being enough. I don't know what the future holds. I don't know if my marriage will stay the same or change. But I do know this: I am enough. I always have been. If you enjoyed this story, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more English stories and lessons. Hit the bell icon to get notified when we post new videos. Your support means a lot to us. See you next time.